Now to an Eyewitness News investigation. Stanley, the famous giraffe at Malibu Wine Safaris, has been seized in place as evidence in 2 pending criminal cases. It's a strange tale of wild animals, a convicted felon worth millions of dollars, and dozens of people who are trying to get their money back from Malibu Wine Safaris, which shut down at the beginning of the pandemic. Here's our Giovanna Lara.
Who wouldn't want to feed and even kiss a giraffe or massage a zebra?
Do a little massage.
Take a selfie with a llama, all with a glass of wine in hand. That was the idea behind Malibu Wine Safaris, as seen in their social media videos on the 1,000-acre Saddle Rock Ranch and Vineyard in Malibu. But the safaris came to a screeching halt 1 year ago this week, when the pandemic shut down most of the world.
I just thought it would be beautiful to spend my birthday in Malibu with, a giraffe and sipping on wine with the family.
Brittany Boyd is one of 7 would-be safari guests ABC7 spoke with who say they have yet to receive refunds for canceled wine safaris. Many more venting their frustrations on Facebook, Yelp, and 41 complaints to the Better Business Bureau. Brittany booked her safari in July, thinking they were open. She's out $400 and says they've refused to give her a refund.
We're not going to give you a refund. We're holding on to your money. I mean, they knew they were closed, yet they're still allowing people to book tickets and, reserve and take their money.
Maureen Ragone also booked a wine safari in July for a September bachelorette party. She's out $900. She, like all of the women we spoke with, were offered vouchers instead for hike or bike tours.
I was already 32 weeks pregnant at the time, and I was like, I am not doing a bike tour in the heat, 32 weeks pregnant. I'm not sure what they're doing with the money at this point. They're taking it in. So what are they doing with it?
Andrea McAdams wants her $1,200 back after she booked a wine safari for a group of 12 friends.
The last time I heard from them was in July. I haven't heard anything since. I mean, it's been complete radio silence.
Why are we not getting our money back? Why are we not hearing from the company?
What are you doing?
Eyewitness News did some digging and turned up some other serious issues with Malibu Wine Safaris. Namely, that they've never had the proper county permits to operate a business with wild animals.
Right now, they are in unlawful possession of a giraffe.
Thank you so much for joining us, Dakota Semler.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Dakota Semler, owner and CEO of Malibu Wine Safaris back in 2018. He's facing 3 misdemeanor criminal charges of maintaining an animal facility or a wild animal without a license. And that's his father, Ron Semler. He owns Stanley the giraffe, the main attraction on the safaris and the star of commercials and movies like Hangover 3.
We're almost home, buddy!
Ron Semler is facing misdemeanor criminal charges of providing false information, lying on his application for Stanley's restricted species permit with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife.
The fact of the matter is we rely on the honesty of the permittee, the applicant, to tell us the truth.
Both Ron and Dakota Semler have pleaded not guilty to the charges and both declined to speak with us for this story. A spokesperson for Malibu Wine Safaris tells Eyewitness News they have every intention of processing the refunds, but it's taking longer than anticipated.
They just leave a bad taste in your mouth and don't really want to go there at all anymore.
Ron Semler is appealing the state's denial of a restricted species permit for Stanley, and argues that he is not legally affiliated with Malibu Wine Safaris and that neither Fish and Wildlife nor County Animal Care and Control ever raised the issue before the Woolsey fire tore through his property in 2018. But that's not true. Eyewitness News found reports dating back to 2015 that order Malibu Wine Safaris to apply for a license with Animal Care and Control. What's odd, though, is that even though county animal control officers did regular inspections at the ranch for years, they did not take action on the lack of licenses until after the Woolsey fire.
Take a look at this scene here. This whole hillside has been scorched. It's burning right now.
A social media firestorm erupted as people learned that Stanley and other animals on the ranch were not evacuated.
Stanley was sheltered in place as per our evacuation plan.
The fire focused renewed attention on the ranch and, for some, how close visitors get to the animals as seen on social media.
Hi, baby.
You want my wine? You want my wine, Stanley?
And the injuries that can sometimes come with that. A woman on a Malibu wine hike was bit by a camel back in 2016. Another woman is suing Malibu Wine Hikes and the Semler companies after she says a water buffalo named Speeder rammed her with its horns, tore through her shirt, then pinned and smashed her against a fence. The Semlers argue there's an inherent risk with animals and she should not have tried to pet him, even though videos of guests petting and feeding animals are posted on Malibu Wine Safari's own Facebook page. Back now to the refund issue.
I only purchased 2 tickets, luckily, so I'm out $200. This is no way to run a business. What you are doing are stealing from people's pockets.
Jessica booked her safari in March of last year when the safari website still appeared to offer refunds. Their website now says no refunds may be submitted.
There was no number to call, nobody could talk to us, not even an apology, nothing.
There's 5 of us and it costs me $570 in total. So
are the Semlers too short on cash to give the refunds? Records show that Malibu Wine Safaris received a PPP loan of $630,000 taxpayer dollars in April of last year. Ron Semler's ranch is worth at least $12 million, and in a 2009 civil court case, he stated that his net worth was in excess of $100 million.
If I had known that this company was running without a license, and let alone a license for an animal, a giraffe of all animals, I probably wouldn't have given my money to them.
Giovanna Lotta, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
This is not Ron Semler's first brush with the law. He's a convicted felon who was charged with illegally selling helicopters to North Korea in the late 1980s. He pleaded guilty to lesser charges and was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.